Alright, there goes Rory. Brought me from Stanimals to the trailhead. This is where I finished up, not yesterday, the day before. And welcome to George Washington, James River Face Wilderness. So here we go. Day again. I don't know. I think it's day 8. And there's James River Bridge. That's the railroad bridge. The walking bridge is just run parallel on the other side. So the plan is, after talking with Data, it sounds like a great plan, but there's limited water here, so I'm gonna have to pack some water in about 3 or 4 miles, fill up with water, and I want to get to the top of this mountain and camp on the top of that. It sounds really cool. I have to use my tent, which is fine. And then the next day I want to get within reach of Highway 60, but there's a probably I think there's a shelter not too far before that I may do for night 2, and then I want to go into Buena Vista. Now I haven't decided yet. Here we go, people come down here and fish. I haven't decided yet. I've got to resupply enough to make it about another 50 plus miles. And some of that is going with the priest, one of the really harder sections. So I'm not sure if I may even not zero. Well, it would be close to a 0 there in Buena Vista, but I've got to resupply for several days. All right, let me find the trail. I see the white blazes. Here we go. Across this road. This is the road that went into town, into Glasgow. It's only, I think, 6.5 miles to Glasgow on that 501. And a few rocks. So here's where the trail hops back into the woods. I think it runs along a stream or a creek for a ways. Pretty easy before we start the tough work of climbing this mountain. Yeah, wow, it's already pretty rocky. Normally these are the best places by the road where visitors do day hikes, but not here. No problem with water down here. As you get up the mountain, though, it becomes scarce. So we'll see. This thing roars in the springtime when snows melt. But, oh, here we go. Let's do a little climbing. I am about 3 miles in. Well, this final water's about full. It'll start dripping through here in a minute. I've got to take enough water for 7.2 and camp overnight at the top of the mountain. And then it's only 1.5 miles to water the next day. But I've got to have enough to rest the day if I'm going to cook something tonight, which I will. And then just 1.5 miles to the next water. So I'm gonna go with I've got about 2 liters, maybe just barely over 2 liters of water. I chugged a little bit. So we'll see. Yeah, that's done. It's now dripping. There's still water left, but I've already got this will be my 3rd fill up bottle. So I'm good. This water was running really good. So, and as far as I know, it's the last water until after I camp. All right, I reached the turnoff to the John Hollow Shelter. I still have 7 more miles up to the place I'm pretty sure I'm going to camp at, just for the beauty of it on top of a mountain. But I was going to go here and try to use the privy because they have a privy. But I just realized a while ago when I was pulling my water out, I left my toilet paper bag and wipes back at the hostel. I do have paper towels in my food bag, but I'm going to wait till I really, really, really have to go because I don't have a lot of paper towels. Bummer. Everything else is going good though. 7 miles to the planned, what do they call them, dispersed camping, but it's on top of a mountain. So I'm really looking forward to that. This is one of the keys to trying to make sure, take care of my knee and the rest of me is when I take a break, if I have an opportunity to find a log like this, it's perfect to sit on and take the weight off my leg. That helps immensely. So I think it does anyway. I believe just up here a little ways is the main spot for Fuller Rocks. I hope there's a view. It's really beautiful out there. I have a couple see through the trees, but you can't see much right now. This is a very narrow path, and that's almost straight down. That little section right there is not real sketchy by any means, but it's narrow, and then I got to climb up that to get to the path. I think the Fuller Rocks is going to be up there a little bit further. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to step out on this rock so we can get a view. It's not dangerous. It would hurt, but look at this view. Absolutely beautiful. It's down there on the James River. And it's a little hazy, but the mountains over there. Check them out. Okay, well, according to this map, Bluff Mountain is where I'm going, 5.2 miles. So, but it's almost all up because it's the top of this mountain, 5.2 miles. So it's going to be interesting. But I should be there fairly early. We're only doing that would only be about 9 miles today. I really kind of hate that in a way, but you know what? Whatever. That sounds, I really am going to have to fight going on if I'm there early. But I don't have to. So, and if it's a great view and a cool campsite, I should do it. Let's see what happens. See what I decide. And I thought 1/10 of a mile ago I was at the best overlook. Look at this. This is way better. It's a little bit higher because we're just down there a little ways. Check this out. This is awesome. There's the James River Bridge that I walked across. Walking along this ridge with the views. I mean, there's a few trees here, but look at that mountain there. I'm pretty sure that's Bluff Mountain, where at this point I'm planning on spending the night. And just ran across a young guy named Jason. He said, there's more views. And look, yes, there it is. Wow, I love the river too. The James River, is that it?
That's the James River. Yes, sir.
And then over, let me go over here and see the...
This is the James River faced watershed is what we're in right now.
Oh wow, I can barely see the radar up there. Let me zoom in.
Way up there, ain't it?
It is. Yeah, I was there like two or 3 days ago, can't remember.
That's a good little hike coming down out that. It's a good little hike for sure.
Wow. Well, Scrappy Doo, did you pick that name or?
I've had that name for years.
Oh wow. And you've done the AT 4 times?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have you done any of the
Yeah.
West Coast trails?
Yeah.
Pacific Crest and the CDT, so you're a triple crowner?
Yeah, and I did the AZT and the Florida Trail, Pinhoti Trail.
Oh, I live in Florida. I've done about 600 on the Florida.
I will not do that again. It's a lot of road walking.
Yes. All right, today's hike has several overlooks, and through the trees I can really see well. This probably doesn't show as well as I'm able to see. Let's see this spot right here. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, I have reached Saddle Log Gap Trail, or Saddle Log Gap. I don't know where that goes, it doesn't matter. I'm taking the Appalachian Trail. I'm 1.5 miles from the Bluff Mountain, where at this point, I'm thinking I get there 3:45-ish. It's going to be early to stop, but man, it's very, I don't know, we'll see. It's not far to the next shelter, but I've been wanting to stay on a mountaintop, so we'll see. This is Saturday, so who knows? Maybe the locals are up here too. That might be a factor if I see a bunch of people. I don't know what kind of plants these are. I just changed terrain from inside trees to whatever this stuff is. All right, 1.5 miles. Let's see. Should take me at least 45 minutes. Yeah, maybe close to an hour if I'm going up. All right, I continue to go down, and it's 0.8 to the top of Bluff Mountain, and it's up. So I am almost positive that's, well, it has to be. That's the top of, that is Bluff Mountain. So I'm going to have about 0.8. I'm starting up real soon, I'm sure. 0.8, 0.7, it's going to be steep and a tough climb. But then I should be there. Crap. Look at this thing. I don't think I can get over that. I can't with my pack on. It's going to be hard enough for me to get over this thing with my with it off without a pack on. I mean, look how big it is. All right. There's no way around this sucker. You got to go over. All right. It appears I have made it to the top of Bluff Mountain. It was a tough uphill. This is the exact spot little Oddie Klein Powell's body was found April 5th, 1891. After straying from Tower Hill School House on November the 9th, a distance of 7 miles, age 4 years and 11 months. How sad. That's very sad. That's a long time ago. Kids were really tough then. But not that tough. 4 years and 11 months. 7 miles. That's pretty dang tough. Looks like these big old blocks. Maybe that's part of a base of a tower. Fire tower maybe? I don't know. This is where I'd had kind of hoped to pitch my tent on the top. So I have to make a decision here a little bit, but for right now, let's just take a look at the view. Tonight might be an awesome night. I'm exhausted. Okay, there's Memorial right there, and the trail goes on. I went on up, but I read the notes, and they said opposite this memorial, there's a little path. That's this. It's hard to see. It's a path a little bit, but there's nothing here level. But I rounded this little corner right here and looked down there. Looks like a grass. That's what they were talking about. A nice grassy tent area. Awesome. Well, let me go check that out. I think that might be where I will stay. All right, I'm set up. Look, I had to use rocks. Man, I couldn't put a stake in the ground to save my soul. I would bust them all trying to do it. But look at this little place. I think that's where, what's his name? At the shelter said he left a bunch of wood. All you do is go right up there. There's the memorial just up there, and then almost the clear spot up there you see is wide open where the old fire tower used to be, and a lookout. I'm going to walk up there and cook off of one of those big concrete slabs. But this is a great little place. Looks like this is a way up for an ATV or Forest Service or something. This looks like grassy. You should be able to put a stake in, but it's rock underneath that grass. And look, I'm going to be able to have a fire tonight. That's great. All right, let's go eat dinner on top. Look who just walked up here on the side of this mountain. Not afraid at all. I'm not sure this is the place where they might have put a note in that the deer bothered them at the tent. Here's something else too. Hi, guy.